Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is Massive Brad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Ajax Road to Glory. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previews. And the previous game was a little bit decent because not only are we still unbeaten in this career mode so far, we are still dominating in the Eredivisie and also Champions League. Now, of course, the first game was against Willem II in the Eredivisie. Considering the name is Willem II, we also went on to beat them 2-0, so I was very happy with that result. Although Kasper Dolberg has not scored in around 3 or 4 games now, so hoping he can change that up in today's episode. And then the second game, of course, was against SL Benfica. Now, we'd already played them the week before and beat them 6-3, so I was looking forward to this game and thinking there was going to be plenty of highlights and plenty of goals. But how wrong was I? Not only did Benfica go 1-0 up, it took us a lot of shots on target and a lot of shots and a lot of chances to eventually get it back to level terms as 1-1, and then the game actually finished 1-1, so it wasn't that exciting. But we did work out in the previous episode that we can still come top of the Group E, I do believe, in the Champions League, which I am super happy about. Now, before we get into today's episode, guys, quickly want to address something because it's starting to get to me. I know a few of you guys are talking about it in the comment section, and you have no idea how much it is stressing me out, and that is the microphone situation. Obviously, a couple of episodes ago, a few of you guys have mentioned, Brad, what's this noise, what's that noise? And I keep saying, I think it's static, or it's this, it's that. Basically, we've come to a bit of a standstill. Realistically, the company that I have bought the recording device off are now saying that it's to do with the microphone, but the microphone is brand new. I've tried it with another 2 microphones and I'm still having the same problem. So my only route out now is to buy a brand new device that I record with and then see if that changes anything. If it doesn't, then I've got to look down the other route of maybe it's a problem with one of the components in my PC. Maybe it's something to do with my PC. Maybe it's something to do with the way the Xbox is set up. I don't really know what's going on, but you guys have no idea because I see you all commenting about what's this noise, what's that. When I am editing these episodes and I'm sat there, I'm cutting bits out and I hear it repeat itself or it misses a word out, or a load of static, it really gets to me because I know that I am trying. I left a comment on a previous episode and I said, look, I have spent thousands on this setup, whether it's the microphone, the console, the PC, the screens, keyboard, mouse. I have spent thousands of pounds on building this, and that is exactly why it's so frustrating, because I've put so much time, effort and money into building this setup and I can't bring you guys crisp, clear audio. Now, what I've done is I've looked through old videos and I've realised that at certain parts, it's not just the audio that crackles or replays, it's actually the gameplay, which proves my point too. It's not the microphone. This is a brand new microphone. I got it for Christmas. It's only 3 weeks old. It's not going to be broken already. And I just feel like this company are letting me down a little bit and blaming other things instead of actually taking time to try and work with me and work out what it is. So I may well have to purchase a new one if it doesn't get sorted. But as I was saying, guys, it's so frustrating because I'm trying to bring you the best, clear, crisp, energetic content that I possibly can. But when I sit here and have to edit it and I'm hearing things going wrong and crackles and all this, it really gets to me. Now, if you guys haven't watched the latest Liverpool Career Mode, episode 40, you will see when Jesse Lingard scores, there's so many things going wrong with it. It replays my voice, it statics, it crackles, and that is what gets to me because I'm sat here, as I say, trying to make the best content for you guys, and I know it's just not up to standards, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do other than saying I do apologise, guys. I'm going to try and get this as fixed as possible or as quick as possible as I can, and I know that you're all frustrated, but trust me, I am the most frustrated person out of everyone. But hopefully you guys can still show me continued support, show me continued love, and keep supporting the channel, and I really would appreciate that if you could just bear with me, guys. But back onto a positive. In the Eredivisie, we've played 11, we're on 33 points, we are still undefeated in the Eredivisie. And the first game, of course, is going to be against a team I do believe called Excelsior. I think that's how you pronounce their name, and that's what we're going to call them. If it is wrong, I do apologise. But the first game is against SBV Excelsior, and then we're, of course, up against NAC Breda, which I'm looking forward to both of those games because realistically, that's a mid-table club, and the other club, I think, is lower down the league. We'll have a little check where about they are in the league, but as you can see, none of them are in the top 6. NAC Breda are in 10th position, and Excelsior are down in 13th. So pretty much mid-table teams, not doing too great. So realistically, we should definitely pick up the 6 points in today's episode. But this is on Legendary, and as we all know, anything can happen. But the team I am putting out against Excelsior is this lineup here. We got Kasper Dolberg up top in the striker position. Neres, Tadic and Labiad in the central attack and midfield. A little deeper in the central defensive midfield roles, we've got Loftus-Cheek and Phil Foden. We've got Vobet, Blind, De Ligt and Mukiele at the back, with, of course, Onana in goal. Now, you'll already see your thing, and Brad, Foden normally plays a central attack and midfield. Why does he get central mid or central defensive midfield? Simple as this, guys. Unfortunately, our main man that normally plays there, Frenkie de Jong, is not fully fit, and neither is Eating, so I've had to rotate the team quite a bit. You can see that Dolberg and Daley Blind, as well as Neres, still aren't fully fit either. But luckily enough for us, after we do play this game, we have a little bit of a break. So we have a full week and then a second week. So pretty much the team by this point will be fully fit. But then you can see we play NAC Breda on the 24th, and then just 3 days later, we face off against AEK Athens in the Champions League. So we're really going to have to be careful of what team we play in the second game in today's episode, because we want to make sure we're keeping the team nice and fully fit for that Athens game. But without any further ado, guys, let's get into this game. Let's get down to business. We're still undefeated. I want to just continue. I want to keep going, keep scoring goals, keep bagging those 3 points. And hopefully when we travel to Court Lane today, we bag another 3 points in the Eredivisie. Excelsior versus Ajax. They're talking there about Kasper Dolberg. Can he add any more goals to his tally? Realistically, he needs to, because I'm pretty sure it's been 3 or 4 games now since the main man, the big gun, Kasper Dolberg, has actually put one in the back of the net. He's been on 12 goals at the top for a very long time. The same with Neres. Neres got to 8 after scoring, I think, 2 or 3 in one game, and he's yet to score since. So realistically, we need to focus. We know what the game plan is today. It is going to be SBV Excelsior to kick us off in this first half. And let's get into it and get down to business. Here's Tadic. Tadic looking out far now to Vobet, who's pushing on nicely. Go on, Neres. Let's play Neres in. And that's a good ball. Neres through already. Neres! Oh, it's just wide. I see him to constantly be having the same problem. Neres is struggling to score from that position. And so is Ryan Sessegnon in the Liverpool career mode. Foden playing it around now to Neres. Neres has got Vobet on the overlap. Nice little ball in now. Looking for Kasper Dolberg, who's there. And after me saying he hasn't scored in a couple of games, after just 6 minutes, he's scored a tremendous header. Good job, Kasper Dolberg. He's going to be firing on all cylinders now. Literally, this is what FIFA is like on Legendary. It can be end-to-end stuff, but whoever gets that first goal will build the confidence and normally go on to score a couple more. And I'm sure with Dolberg scoring that goal right there, we will now go on to score a couple more. Not saying that they won't score, but finally, Kasper Dolberg has scored his 13th goal in the Eredivisie after going easily 2 or 3 games without a goal. But Mukiele's going to come over with this ball. Mukiele has been an absolutely tremendous signing so far. Foden looking through now to Neres. Rolls the man, gets his shot off. Stevens with a huge save. Foden into the middle now for Tadic. Tadic up to Neres. Into Dolberg. Dolberg looking for Neres. Now it's round the corner to Neres. Surely this time! And finally, the 2 goal scorers that I mentioned at the start of this episode, who have not scored in a couple of games, have now both bagged themselves a goal. One being Kasper Dolberg and the other being David Neres. And it's normally David Neres who gets into that position and slots it into that top right corner. The last shot he had, it wasn't quite that, but this time round, outside the boot, it's got a nice bit of swerve on it. And as you can see, the ball swerves in to the side net and on the inside of the goal, rather than the outside of the goal. Happy days, 2-0 up against Excelsior. Neres through to Tadic. Tadic trying to dance his man. Let's put it round now to Neres. Ball straight up the line. And Neres is going to get there. Neres, he's not been taken out. Ball in now. Somebody in the middle. Oh, how have we not come away with that ball there? How have we not scored? Here's Foden on the volley. Phil Foden, and it's 3-0. Forget about the fact that David Neres just took that ball round Stevens, put a nice ball into the box, and I thought Dolberg was going to get there. Forget about that. It's all about Phil Foden. Once again, right place, right time. In the middle, coming towards the box. He's in so much space. Just takes it on a half volley. Little bounce. Bang. Little half volley. Bottom left corner. Stevens has got no chance. And we are 3-0 up already. It's not even half time yet. and we are dominating this side. Let's keep going now. Nicely done. Loftus-Cheek putting around the corner to Neres, who's going to look at getting away from his defender. He's probably going to get caught there, but he's still going to come away with it. Nice little ball in now. Dolberg's there with a header. Wow! Kasper Dolberg, take a bow, son. What is going on with your headers? I mean, he's on pretty much the penalty spot, and to score a header from there is absolutely ridiculous. Neres does well to still come away with the ball from there. Nice little left-footed ball in. Neres bends his head back, chest forwards, and just puts his forehead through that one. And what a goal. He hasn't scored in a few, and now he's bagged 2 before half-time in this game. Absolutely ridiculous. 29 minutes in, 4-0. This could be a cricket score, ladies and gentlemen. Neres into the middle for Tadic. Up to Dolberg. Dolberg now looking over the top. Cheeky ball. Looking for Neres. Oh, wow. How Dolberg picked that ball out, I have no idea. But David Neres coming close for his second. Takes it on the volley. And as soon as Onana throws this ball out, in fact, he's not even going to get the chance to throw the ball out. The referee has already blown for half-time. And what a first half that has been. This Ajax side are turning up, especially that man there, Kasper Dolberg. Hasn't scored a few in a while. I am going to look at making some changes. Now, Dolberg could stay on and look for his hat-trick. Maybe we should leave Dolberg on there. I'm going to leave Dolberg on. What I'm going to do is switch Tadic for Foden, so he's in his normal central attacking midfield role, and then take Tadic off for Frenkie de Jong, and then I'll switch de Jong and Loftus-Cheek. I don't really know who else I'm going to bring on. I think realistically I may play Dolberg for another 10-15 minutes and then bring on CM de Jong. But as you can see, apart from Shares, none of the team on the bench is fully fit. So we're going to have to be very careful. But I think I will see how the rest of the team is looking. But right now, it's going to be Dolberg and Neres to make the way to the bench in probably the next 10-15 minutes if their stamina continues to drop like it has. But it is going to be Dolberg to kick us off in the second half. Let's get into it and see if we can find another 4, because that was an absolutely tremendous first half. Excelsior have just not excelled today, and they haven't come forward and looked like scoring. Let's play this through now. Go to Ziyech, who's in plenty of space. Ziyech looking to push on now. And Ziyech has got around his man. Ziyech into the box. Left foot finesse. Should have put that home. Loftus-Cheek. Referee. Loftus-Cheek was taken out there. Thought that could have been a penalty. Laying it off to Loftus-Cheek, who's going to hit it on his right foot. Big strike. And Stevens palms it away with his right hand out for another corner. Loftus-Cheek. 4th time lucky, son. Get this one on your head. Ball into the middle. Loftus-Cheek's there to clear the way. Only as far as Daley Blind, who heads it over to De Ligt. Foden. Dances his man. Foden now trying to put in CM de Jong. CM de Jong's in there. It's in the back of the net. But unfortunately, it is offside. CM de Jong seems to constantly find himself in an offside position, as well as Loftus-Cheek. But he did make a run, but CM de Jong just didn't come back onside. And I do think now, we're 2.5 minutes in, when there was only 2 minutes added on, as soon as this keeper hits the ball, surely the referee is going to blow his final whistle. And there we go. The final whistle is blown. We've bagged another 3 points in the Eredivisie. It's another win, and most importantly, it's a 4-0 victory with a clean sheet, which is exactly what we wanted. And as the commentator said there, it was very one-sided, but considering we scored all the goals in the first half, I'm surprised we didn't score another 2 or 3 in that second half. But I'm sure when we look at the stats, there you go, well and truly in our favour. Excelsior just didn't excel, as they had 0 shots with not even a shot on target, whereas ourselves, we had 20 shots, 14 of them being on target and 4 of them ending up in the back of the net. We absolutely annihilated them on shots, annihilated them on shots on target, and also annihilated them in possession. So realistically, we could have had 6 or 7 easily there, even pushing for maybe 8 or 9, but a 4-0 victory is something I will take. And now we can proceed on to the next game in today's episode. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central, ready to face off against NEC Breda. Now I'm really looking forward to showing you guys this, because we've had a little bit of luck. Before we get into today's game and I show you the lineup, we're going to quickly jump over to the office, and the first email I want to show you is this one right here. Rasmus Nissan Christiansen and his agent have agreed personal terms with Racing Club. The deal to sell Rasmus Nissan Christiansen for €3.6 million will be finalised as soon as the transfer window opens. The board will allocate you €2.6 million to your transfer budget as soon as Nissan Christiansen moves when the transfer window opens, which means in January we will be receiving €2.6 million. Now, a few of you guys might be thinking, Brad, why are you selling players? And I will explain now, but let's just go through the rest of these emails so we can go and delete that. Player returns from injury. Finally, Hussein Bandi has returned from his injury. Now, I've already checked him. He's got a plaster next to his name, so he is on the bench. And Dolberg's going to do the damage in the first half. And then we're going to bring on the quick legs of Bandi. And hopefully, he can bury a goal on his first game back since injury. If we go ahead and delete that email. We've also sold, let's see if I don't kill off his name, Jürgen Eckelenkamp. Eckelenkamp? Let's go with that. And his agent have agreed personal terms with Real Salt Lake. The deal to sell Jürgen Eckelenkamp for €1 million. The board will allocate us €750,000. Now, again, you might be thinking, Brad, you've sold 2 players there. I will explain in just 1 second, guys. And Hussein Bandi's already made a request to come back into the team. Now, we will be giving him a chance in the second half to prove himself once again in that striker position, because unfortunately, when Giovanni Simeone comes in, he will be the player that gets rotated with Kasper Dolberg. So Bandi probably won't get a look in. I may have a little look off camera at what positions Bandi can play. He's mainly known for left wing. I think he can play striker and maybe left mid, and unfortunately we don't play any 3 of those positions, so we may well also look at offloading him. But again, guys, this whole career mode is based around you guys. Now, there was 2 comments already asking me to sell Christiansen, but unfortunately we didn't offload him in the transfer window, and we have outside the transfer window. Now, I'll discuss what the plan is in a minute, but let's show you the team that's going to be facing off against NAC Breda, and this is the lineup. We've got Kasper Dolberg up top in that striker position. Neres, Tadic and Ziyech in the central attacking midfield roles. A little deeper in the central defensive midfield, we've got Loftus-Cheek and Frenkie de Jong. We've got Voba, Blind, De Ligt and Mukiele at the back, with, of course, Onana in goal. Now, if I show you this, guys, and I can also swap De Ligt and Daly. In fact, no, Loftus-Cheek and de Jong, because realistically, that is how they normally play. But let me just show you this. So this is the starting lineup. And this is the bench. We've got Upamecano, Tagliafico, Eating, Foden, Bandi, Van der Beek and Labyad. So when I was looking at the reserves, I was thinking, who are we looking to offload here realistically? Because in January, you guys want me to go and try and get Adrien Rabiot on a pre-contract. You want Anthony Martial. You want me to sign a new left back. And I'm looking at it, and we had like €45,000, and we're not going to be able to do anything with that. So what I've done is I looked at the reserves, and I also searched for people's names in the comment section, and there was 2 comments telling me to offload Nissan Christiansen. So we've done that now. He's gone. I also looked at this man here, Jürgen Eckelenkamp, and I thought, is he ever going to get in the team? Probably not. He doesn't even have a player face. So although this is your guys' career mode, I don't think you will be too fussed about keeping this player. So we've now offloaded him. And obviously CM de Jong, because we were so panicked trying to get Giovanni Simeone before the end of the transfer window or the transfer deadline day, we risked bringing CM de Jong back to try and sell them to give us more funds to buy Giovanni Simeone. Now, we've already signed Giovanni Simeone. So what I'm going to ask you guys now is, out of these players here, who do you think we should sell? Realistically, I would be happy to sell everyone apart from Shares and Mazraoui, because they're both going to get in the team. Maybe Lamproe as well, because he is the backup keeper, and if we do sell him, we're going to have to look for a second keeper, because we can't take the risk on hoping that Onana will stay fully fit and injury-free all season. But we've sold Eckelenkamp and we've sold Nissan Christiansen. So do you think now we should offload CM de Jong? Now, if we got 3 million for CM de Jong, we would have around 6 million coming into the pot, which we could do something with that. If we also sold Bandi, we could also do something with that. Now, as with the big players, so Van der Beek, Labyad, Tadic, Ziyech, Frenkie de Jong, De Ligt, Blind, all players like that, even Onana, Dolberg, Neres, name that whole team. If anyone comes in for them in the January transfer, then obviously we'll be doing a straw poll, because this is your guys' road to glory and you make the decisions. But because I do a lot off camera when it comes to accepting or declining transfers, I thought realistically, you wanted me to offload Nissan Christiansen, that's done, tick. And no one mentioned this player, but I just thought he's a waste being there. We may as well sell him, get a little bit of funds in, because even if his 750k can equivalent 20,000 in the wage budget, then at least that's going to be 20,000 into someone's wages rather than someone that sits in the reserves. But as I was saying, guys, you've seen the whole squad there. If there's anyone, especially in the reserves and subs bench, probably not the starting 11 right now, but if there's anyone there that you think we should sell, especially CM De Jong, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know down below in the comment section. But without any further ado, we're going to get into this game now. Hopefully pick up another 3 points. It is away to NAC Breda. We are currently top after playing 12 with 36 points. But we have got PSV keeping up with us now because they did drop off a little bit. And I do believe they dropped to 5th position. They are now only 7 points behind us. You can see there as well. Neres is joint second with 9 goals with Alsoma and Serens, and then Dolberg is top with 14. So it'd be nice if Neres could get a couple more goals in this episode, and also Dolberg, just to push that gap a little bit bigger. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Super pumped for it. Then if we can score another 4 goals, that would be absolutely awesome. But let's go ahead and get into this game against NAC Breda, and let's see what damage we can do. Well, let's get down to business. We need to continue to bag the 3 points, because I honestly can't believe this, guys, right? We started this brand new series because in the Liverpool Cream Mode Season 1 we absolutely dominated. We said for new series going forwards and Season 2 of the Liverpool Cream Mode we will play on legendary difficulty. Now in the Liverpool Career Mode we've had our highs and our lows already. But apart from the Champions League game against Bayern Munich, but realistically that was probably still a high because we went 2-0 down and then we come back to get to 2-2. When you look at the Eredivisie League there, we are having high after high with a goal difference of 38, which is absolute madness. The commentator there saying we are outclassing our opponents, and that is exactly what I feel we are doing. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because realistically it's legendary and it only takes one team to tip us off and then it's all over. But let's go ahead and get into this first half and see what we can do. Nicely done. Let's play this back. Ziyech going back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek into the middle. Frenkie de Jong, who can hit them. He strikes it, but it's straight into Van Leer's hands. No problem. Neres waiting for the overlap now of Wöber, who's pushing on. Here's Wöber. Let's pull this back. Wöber. Nice little ball into the middle now. Looking for Ziyech, who goes for the acrobatic overhead kick. But unfortunately, it's just wide of goal. Ziyech onto his left foot. Looks to bend one nice and low. Come on, Dolberg, get there, son. Dolberg looking to head it down, misses the header, and the referee now blows for half-time. NAC Breda have been a different type of team compared to what we are playing against in the Eredivisie so far. Kasper Dolberg still yet to have an attempt on goal, which is, it's literally like it's hit and miss with Dolberg. He went 3 or 4 games without scoring. Then he scored 2 in the previous game. Now he's yet to even have a shot. But realistically, NAC Breda are playing to our advantages. They know that we want to break down the wings with Ziyech and Neres. They know we want to feed Dolberg through. They know we want to get Tadic, De Jong or Loftus-Cheek on the edge of the box to hit one. But right now they are doing very well to break down our system and stop us scoring a goal. But we are going to jump back into the second half. It will be us to kick it off, and in the next 10-15 minutes, if we don't score a goal, we are definitely going to have to look at changing something up. Let's go straight up to Neres. He doesn't have a lot of pace. Let's just hope we can get this ball out. Nicely done. Let's play it down. Let's see if we can get a counter-attack going now. Let's go to Ziyech. Nicely done. Let's go into Dolberg. Dolberg looking out wide now for Neres. Trying to feed him in behind. Neres. Come on, keep going. Referee. How is that not a foul? Neres still comes away with the ball. Neres, after all that, how have we not been given a foul there? Loftus-Cheek to jump for this one. Nicely done. Here's Ziyech. Playing it around the corner now. Looking for Frenkie de Jong, who's going to look at getting a shot off. And I have no idea how the fact that Neres was clipped on the edge of the box. I was saying it was more of a free kick than a penalty. And then he's also fouled in the penalty area. What is going on? Ziyech now. Dolberg rolls his man. Kasper Dolberg. There we go. No doubt. Forget about what I was saying. There's the first goal. That's all we needed. Kasper Dolberg, shoulder to shoulder with the last defender. Rolls the ball out wide. Gets it onto that right foot and buries it. Look at that. Beautiful bit of football. There he is making the run. Drops his shoulder. Gets inside. Bang. 1-0. Keep that pressure on. Let's go, Dolberg. Get over there, son, and use your strength. And they're coming forwards. We've got to get in behind them. They are going to be in behind. Onana with a big save. Wow, we've got 12 minutes to hold on for this, and I'm feeling a little bit of pressure now, especially the fact they've got a corner. Let's make sure we get this ball out. Ball into the middle. Onana's come for it and punched. Nicely done. Let's go, Daley Blind. Let's get there. And he does get there. Bandy, make a run up this far side, son. Come on, Bandy. And that is a beautiful ball. How has Daley Blind just put that in from there? And Bandy is pushing forwards now. He's going to dance his man onto his left foot. Takes it on his right foot instead. Use your strength. Put the pressure on. Come on, Daley. Ball into the middle. That is risky. And we've got rid of it. Let's go, Foden. And finally, wow, the last 10 minutes, my hands have got clammy. They have got sweaty. Because there was a lot of pressure on that game.
Yeah, I think we looked at the team sheet.
That was difficult.
He's been rewarded for his adventure.
Wow, Kasper Dolberg, one attempt. He scored on his first attempt in this game.
Between the two sides.
And there was a lot of pressure into that game. The fact we didn't score until the 60th odd minute, 63rd minute. I mean, there's only 4 highlights there. A save, a miss, and a goal. What were the stats looking like? To be fair, the stats were in our favour. 8 shots, 6 on target. That's nice and consistent. 51% possession. We had a little bit more of the ball. They had 4 shots, 1 on target. And Hakim Ziyech picks up man of the match. What a game that was. May not have been many highlights, but that right there, guys, was a difficult game. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. And don't get me wrong, it started off absolutely unbelievable. But that last game then, we really got lucky because realistically, Dolberg doesn't get through and score that one chance that he had. And do we go on to maybe draw that game or possibly even lose it? But the positive thing we've got to say is we won the first game and we won the second game. So what we're quickly going to do now is we're going to go into the Champions League. We're going to pick competition. We're going to go over to the Eredivisie and see how the league looks. So we have played 13, won all 13, and we are ending today's episode 9 points clear, 3 wins clear on PSV, which I am very happy about. And look at that goals for 44 and 5 for goals against. It's a shame that we're not doing the fan objectives for this career mode, because how it stands right now is we would be donating £39 to a charity of your guys' choice. But nevertheless, I'm sure we're going to do just as good in the Liverpool career mode. But before we end today's episode, let's jump over to the office and read some of these emails. So we've had one from the Ajax board with the subject, great work. It says, hi Brad, just wanted to thank you for helping the club reach one of its brand exposure goals that we set out to accomplish this season. We wanted to earn at least €50 million from shirt sales this season, and we couldn't have done it without you. Keep up the good work, the board of directors. So we've already ticked off one of the manager objectives for this year. We've also had an email for press conference, and the final one was from Hussein Bandy saying thanks for the chance. He played very well. I still can't believe the ball from Daley Blind up to Bandy in that last game. That was ridiculous. It was from pretty much our box, our goal, right the way up to halfway in their side of the pitch, which was absolutely ridiculous. And in the next episode, guys, the first game is going to be against AEK Athens. Now, we did beat them first time meeting them. Can we beat them second time? And if SL Benfica can do us a favour, Kuru, it's your team, have a word with them and get them to hold Bayern for a draw or possibly even pick up the win. Because if they do that, then I am confident that we will finish top of the Champions League group. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.